My name is Daizhon Cox, and I'm a student at The Ohio State University. So I've currently served on the Chiefs Advisory Panel for maybe about a year now. What made me have interest was around 2020, when we had like the riot and protests and things like that. And I kind of really just didn't like the things that I was seeing at the time. So I said, I need to get involved. Originally, we were getting a new chief, maybe about 2021 or so, and Chief Potzak came. And I reached out to her on Facebook, and I'm like, hey, I'm young, and I really want to be able to get involved, and things like that. So after having conversations with her, she told me about the panel that they were now just being able to start up. And I was like, I want to be a part of something like this. She told me that they were, changing some things around. It was going to be like, a whole new group coming in. I was going to be able to start fresh. From then I knew, I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do. And now I'm here. So really just the work that I mainly do on my part is just really with transparency. Pretty much everything that I've learned from the chief and with the panel, I'm able to take it back into my community and be able to explain it to members of the community. One thing I learned about policing and law enforcement, especially as an African-American male, is that sometimes some things are misunderstood. So I'm able to have conversation with them and be able to take it back to people in my community and be able to explain it to them in a way that they're able to understand. So that's how I'm able to do some of the work. And one of the biggest things that I like is being able to just be transparent with people and be able to tell them, what it is and what it's not. With Chief Bryant and the CPD leadership team, we had to establish exactly what will our goals be. And exactly one of those goals was transparency, which I just touched on the last time. But they were able to provide us with data for us to see, what type of crimes are happening in the community, and then also within certain zip codes. I was thankful to be able to get that data because, once again, like I said earlier, I'm able to take that data, apply it to myself, and then be able to take it back to me and say, this is exactly what it looks like, but this is not what it is. And here goes the data to be able to back it up. Chief Brian and the CPD leadership team have been amazing, and I'm thankful for them. The panel has benefited the community I serve because I feel like when it comes to my community, sometimes we're left out and we're misunderstood. So that's as an African-American male, that's as a youngin' people would say, which I'm a student. A lot of times we're not really able to hear, from our youth. And I think that that's one thing why I'm grateful to be on the panel, because I'm able to have conversation with youth and be able to take it back. Because a lot of times we have older people, trying to make decisions, for younger people. And we're living in a totally different time right now. And we're dealing with different generations and things like that. But I'm able to benefit my community because we now have a seat at the table. I have a seat at the table to be able to have conversations about some of the issues that we see. But that's why I'm still on the panel, to be able to have a voice and to be able to just lead. I love to lead. I want to be able to lead people in the right direction. I think that this panel is something where I'm able to display exactly what it is that I want to do and what I want to see from my community. That's my why. That's my what. That's my everything. So the future that I want to see for the panel is, of course, be able to get more young members so that way we're able to reach, pretty much every community here in Columbus because we're growing rapidly. But for us to continue to do what we're doing, being transparent, doing a lot of different community engagement, and just to be able to bridge that gap between law enforcement and the community. I want to be able to be living proof that no matter where you come from, no matter your background, your zip code, or anything like that, it doesn't define who you are as a person, and you can get the opportunities and you can do the work. I know a lot of times when you hear law enforcement, it leaves a bad taste in your mouth, but I promise you that the CPD leadership team, Chief Bryant, and this panel is working together with the community in a collaborative effort, to be able to have a safe Columbus. That's what I hope for the future of this panel.